Welcome to Love in Life, a guide to a positive mindset. My name's Lisa and I'm here to help you unlock the secrets to a happier, more confident and more fulfilling life. In the first 99 episodes, we explored not just practical tools that can elevate your mindset and your life, but also delved into the spiritual aspects like the power of crystals, universal laws and energy healing. Whether you're new or returning, let's continue this inspiring journey of growth and self-discovery together. How many times have we heard the phrase, fake it till you make it? I'm here to bust that myth today and to tell you that confidence isn't just for the loud ones, it's not just for the extroverted ones, it's for the quiet ones too. Welcome back to Love in Life. Thank you so much for coming back to me. Just before we get into today's episode, which is all about self-confidence within, I just want to quickly just have a look over last week's downloads because, I just like to do that and share that with you. And it's always quite exciting when you hear your hometown being read out, isn't it? So I think it is, but I am easily pleased. So last week, the highest amount of downloads was in Bristol, closely followed by, so there was like loads of different places that had the same number of downloads. So Bristol was top. Then we had, with the same amount, Perth, Kefisia in Attica. I don't know where that is. Is that Greece? It sounds a bit Greek to me. Let me know. Sydney, Melbourne, so lots of Aussies last week, Fulham, Aurora in Colorado, Charlotte in North Carolina, and Sacramento in California. So if you are in any of those places, thank you so much. Thank you for coming back this week, but also for sharing, because you obviously share my episodes for those amount of downloads in those places. So thank you. I really appreciate your support. Now back to today's episode. The reason this is going to be a short one today because I'm feeling tired. I had my magnetic manifestation course started today, and it went on longer than I'd planned. Teaching really takes it out of me. Coaching actually really takes it out of me. Like, you have to be so engaged, and that just drains my energy, but I love it. Anyway, so the reason why I've been thinking a lot about self-confidence recently is because I've been doing a lot of work around like really finding out who my client base is. And looking over all of the clients that I've ever worked with, the one thing they all have in common is that like they do have a quiet confidence. And a lot of them find, and this goes for me as well, a lot of them find that people say to them, oh my God, you're so confident. Oh my God, I never would have realised that you thought that. I wish I had your confidence. I think you rocked it in that meeting. Most of my clients find that. If you received my email this week, then you'll know that a couple of years ago, I was at an event, a belief coding event, and Jess Cunningham, the founder of Belief Coding, she was getting a few people up on stage to talk about their experience and to share a bit of advice. And of course, I was one of the people that she asked to come up. I couldn't exactly say no, but inside I was fucking dying. I said what I needed to say so fast and passed that mic on to the next person as quickly as I possibly could. But the funny thing was, afterwards, so many people said to me, oh my God, you're joking. You looked so calm. And then the following day, I'd shared something on my social media and somebody from my college days commented and was like, you're joking. I really, truly thought that you were really confident. You always come across really confident in lessons and stuff. And that is something that I truly believe that I have in common with most of my clients. We do have confidence. But it's a confidence on the outside, and that confidence doesn't necessarily match with what is going on the inside. So I just want to bridge that gap today and just give you a few tips on what we can do to give ourselves that little bit of confidence. Now, this isn't about faking it. This is about aligning ourselves, aligning our inner confidence with our outer confidence. And like I said, it's not about being louder. It's not about being extroverted. And it's definitely not about faking it. It's about listening to your inner voice, thanking it for showing you what you need to work on, and taking the steps to realign your energy. So the first tip I want to share with you today is a sort of breath posture reset. And I know I've briefly touched on this before when I shared about the Superman pose, where you stand like Superman. And this is very similar, but taking one deep breath and standing tall, sitting tall, rolling your shoulders back. Just notice how your energy shifts. This actually signals safety and strength to your body. By taking that deep breath, you are telling your nervous system that it's safe. You are safe. Number 2 is the evidence list. Now, this is really cool. I love doing this, and I probably don't do it as often as I should. But at the end of each day, write down one thing that you did well. So it doesn't have to be huge, just the best thing that you did that day. Something that you're proud of, something that you think, I need to remember this. Maybe you handled a tricky email, a tricky customer. Maybe you just got through a tough day. Maybe you were brave enough to ask a question in a meeting. These little moments of confidence and positivity, when you list them, when you actually add them to one list and you see a list of things that you are amazing at, this is your evidence that you can trust yourself. This is your evidence that you do have confidence. You just need to remind yourself of that every now and again. Number 3 is to reframe the word mistake. Like, rather than when you make a mistake, and we all make them, every single one of us, we all make mistakes, but reframe it. Rather than calling it a mistake, instead of saying I failed, try I learned. I didn't fail, I learned. What did you learn about that? What is that teaching you? You could take it one step further and ask, what is the universe trying to tell you? What is the sign that's being sent to you? There is something to be learned from every mistake we make. Number 4, this is my personal favourite. So your solar plexus, which is just above your belly button, this is your centre of confidence and personal power, self-belief. Before you walk into a meeting or have a tricky conversation or even just start your day sometimes, if you need that boost of positive energy, that positive confidence, just take a moment to close your eyes and visualise a warm golden light glowing in your solar plexus. Imagine it expanding, filling your whole body. Feel the warmth as it glows from your solar plexus and fills every cell of your body. You will be amazed at how much more positive and energized that makes you feel. And confidence isn't about trying to be something you're not. Confidence is about aligning yourself with who you are, believing in yourself, that what you are is amazing. And I know that's easier said than done, but it's about feeling safe in your body to be who you are. It's about listening to those subconscious beliefs that are only there to keep you safe. But when you hear yourself, when you hear or have the feelings that you're not good enough to do something, or notice yourself comparing yourself to somebody else, just remember that that is your subconscious trying to keep you safe. It's trying to keep you safe from something in the past where you felt those feelings before. It doesn't want you to feel them again, so it's kind of stopping you before you get to that point. It's a bit of a warped way of working, but that is what it does. Okay. So really what you need to do is listen to those, or hear, not listen, hear those feelings, hear those thoughts, recognize them and thank them. Then check your list, your evidence list. And actually, I have got the confidence to do this because I did this on whatever date. It's about giving yourself the evidence. It's little things like that that is going to allow you to rewire your subconscious beliefs. Okay, this was a short one today, and hopefully it's been short and snappy and helped you in the moment that you need it. I just want to thank anybody who's given me feedback the last couple of weeks. Like, your feedback has been amazing. I have loved receiving emails and DMs about how you are starting to prioritize yourself, how you are starting to care for yourself. And that is going to go hand in hand with having confidence as well, because the more positive you feel, the more cared for you feel, the more confidence you're going to have, the more your energy is going to be aligned. So I just want to leave you with this. Confidence, it's not something that you have to chase. It's not something that you have to fake. It is already within you. It just needs uncovering. So if you've been listening today and thinking, this is exactly what I need, then you're in luck, because I have just put out my new offer, which is a 2-week intensive where you will have me in your pocket for 2 whole weeks, cheering you on and working one-to-one with you to uncover your confidence that is in you. I know it's in you. I'll put all the details for that in the show notes, but just remember, you don't have to keep second guessing yourself. You don't have to keep replaying those conversations over and over in your head. You don't need to keep shrinking yourself down. You deserve to walk into any room, whether it's in a meeting or a social event or even just your own home, and feel calm, clear and confident. So I hope these tips have helped. I hope to see you in my 2-week intensive, and I will see you next week. Sending you so much love. Bye. Thank you so much for listening today. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd be so grateful if you could take a moment to rate, review and subscribe to the podcast. Your feedback helps me reach more amazing people like you, and it means the world to me. And don't forget, you're always welcome to come over to my Facebook group and share what you loved about this episode. Until next time, enjoy the journey and keep loving life.